The Treasury Department is currently investigating whether Minnesota welfare money stolen in a massive fraud scheme went to a Somali terror group. It's a claim being pushed by President Trump and was part of his reasoning for sending immigration agents to Minneapolis. Yesterday on Face the Nation, Minnesota Congresswoman Ilhan Omar, who was born in Somalia, responded to the claims being made by the president.
How confident are you that that's a false claim?
I'm pretty confident at the moment because there are people who have been prosecuted and who have been sentenced. If there was a linkage in that the money that they had stolen going to terrorism, then that is a failure of the FBI and our court system in not figuring that out.
WCCO investigative reporter Jonah Kaplan joins me now. So, Jonah, dozens of arrests have been made in this case. The leader of the scheme was also convicted. Why is this investigation still underway?
Because it's still ongoing. I mean, even a few weeks ago, there were new indictments, and prosecutors tell me that there are more indictments that are going to be coming. We're talking about a wide variety of fraud that happened, and there's just so much of it that it takes time to go through all of it. I mean, there have been 61 convictions, nearly 90 people charged and counting. So for a team of maybe only 4 or 5 prosecutors to dig through several years of money going out the door, dozens of companies, some reputable, some not, but they have to be investigated. And when you look at one fraud, usually that is the smoke to a fire of many other frauds. And that is essentially what's happened, because there was one fraud in nutrition that they found, all these meal programs, but then prosecutors started digging in and found vulnerabilities and fraud in a housing stabilization program, and then in a behavioral health program that was helping autism, kids that are suffering from autism and that are needing help, and that was taken advantage of as well.
Up until this point, is there any evidence of a link to terrorist groups in Somalia?
Several top prosecutors and investigators have told me there is no evidence of direct payments to a terror group. The nuance to this is, let's say you're sending money to family who's living in Somalia or East Africa or Mogadishu, and the ruling party, the ruling government is Al-Shabaab. If they take a tax on that money, well, okay, maybe that money wound up in a terrorist hands, but did that mean you, as the person sending the money, meant for it to get there? Does that mean that you, that individual, supported terrorism? No. It's also very difficult. What we're learning from investigators is that some of the money, if it's delivered on wire transfer, especially if it's maybe gone through third party or maybe through crypto, it's very tough to track. It's not like there is a paper trail, there are receipts. There's no check that says, to Al-Shabaab, with a memo for terror activities. It doesn't really work like that. So it's very difficult for financial analysts to keep track of.
Okay, Jonah Kaplan, good to see you in Studio 57. Thank you.